Hello, Dog TV Pack. Joe Myers here, back with another Dog TV chat. Today we have an incredible guest. We're doing a training tip challenge. So if you've never trained your dog or cat, or maybe you're a seasoned pro and you want to see how fast you can do some of these training tips, this one's for you. So I'm going to wait a little bit until we get a couple more of the amazing guests. Please feel free, knock that like and that heart so I know you're there. Maybe some comments, maybe some general training questions so we can get our special guest started off on the right foot. But without further ado, let me introduce her. And again, this is the Training Tip Challenge with Amber Aquart. Welcome, Amber.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Amber. Well, I want to tell our guests, our audience, about our incredible guest today. You are a certified animal trainer. Check.
Yes.
You're a pet expert. Check, check. You're a trick dog instructor. You've been featured on Animal Planet, at the Puppy Bowl, Daily Mail, Good Morning America, and now Dog TV Chats. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. This is going to be fun.
Awesome. And you're also the lead trainer at Pawsitive Development.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, and then let's dive into the training tip challenges.
Absolutely. So I'm a dog trainer and a cat trainer and an every animal trainer. And Positive Development, which is just my blog and video content, is really catered towards helping people have a better relationship with their pets. So we do lots of training challenges, lots of engaging different content to help you guys have the best relationship possible while also getting better communication with your pets. And that's really what training is. It's about understanding each other a little bit better, having a better relationship, and being able to have the best life possible with your pets.
Absolutely love it. So we're going to walk through 4 training tip challenges today. 4. So what is the first one, and what are we doing?
Absolutely. So the first challenge that I'm going to walk you guys through is going to be an eye contact challenge. Now, this is actually really, really helpful for loads of different things. So if your dog gets distracted easily, if your dog struggles with focus, or you just want to practice some impulse control, the eye contact challenge is going to be for you. So I have Tucker here who's going to help me demonstrate. You can see he's ready to do some training. So I'm going to step back so you guys can see me a little bit better. All right. So all you need is some food. All right. And all you're going to do is show your dog the food, but close your hand so they can't steal it. And what we're looking for is eye contact. So if your dog does not offer eye contact, you can go, hey, over here. Yes, good job. And as soon as they offer that eye contact, go ahead and reward your dog. So the first step is just in your hand, see if you can get eye contact. Yes, good boy. And you want to work up to the point where you can open your hand as well. So I have the food right here. Yes, good job. And he gets the food for looking at me.
Oh,
now, we can make it so difficult, or we can make it easy depending on the dog that we have. All right. So I'll show you guys another level of this challenge. So I'm going to bring him back here. Very good. So I'm actually going to place the food on the floor. I have Finnegan here who might steal the treat. But you can also challenge with cats too. So this is something I've actually practiced with the cat as well, where when I have food here, I want to have food out to the side. Yes, and I want both of them to look at me. So cats can do this too, guys. It doesn't just have to be a dog. Now the next level is being able to put it on the floor. I don't know if the cat can do this one. We're going to hold it out to the side. Yes, good job. I got eye contact from both of them. Let me move Mr. Kitty Cat. So the next level is going to be placing that food on the floor, and I'm going to cover it up to see, yes, good job. As soon as I get that eye contact, that's what we're rewarding. You probably already see that. This dog really wants the food, but he's learning if he wants to get that food, he has to look at me first. Okay, go get it. Great job. Now we can make this even harder. So we got in our hand on the floor. Now I'm going to see if I can get him to look at me when the food is behind him, okay? So I'm going to place the food. You guys can see that food. I'm going to place it over here. Tucker, wait. And I'm going to see if I can get him to look at me. Tucker, look at me. Yes, okay. Now, if your dog has not done some training before, you might have to practice this a few times. So I would suggest practicing this with a leash on, making sure that your dog doesn't steal the treat before they offer eye contact. So I'll show that to you guys one more time. I've got some food here, a cat who will steal it. I'm gonna place the food there, see if I can get eye contact in the opposite direction. Yes, okay, go get it. Excellent job. So this is something that you could even practice with your dog's food in the morning. It's really great to incorporate training into every single part of your life. Now, the last level of the eye contact challenge, very good eye contact, kitty, is going to see if he can respond to a cue when the food is over there. So this is the highest level we're going to take this specific challenge. So I've got this over here. I want eye contact. Look at me. Can you lie down? Very good. Can you sit? And touch my hand? Okay, go get that food. Excellent. So that's our eye contact challenge. Don't feel like you have to do the hardest level right away. This might take a lot of practice. If your dog is doing great, make it harder. If your dog's having a hard time, always go back a step. So you can go all the way back to having it in your hand and practicing several times until it's really easy for your dog. So you can probably already see how this is going to help us work on our skills outside in the real world, because if he can respond to me when there's something he wants over there, we can work on any distraction.
That is absolutely amazing. I love it. Like, do you start off the eye contact before you're going to do other tricks as well?
Yeah, so why we're doing eye contact rather than just a sit or stay is because if your dog can't focus on you or can't look at you, how are they going to respond to something else? So it's really important to teach them to focus on you first before asking for a skill. So the last level was asking the dog for a behavior when there was something over there he wanted. And that's really where we want them to be at before we start introducing distractions into training.
Very cool. Well, I want to go to our audience a little bit. We have a ton of your friends. Marilyn, Chrissy, Chrissy Joy, Jessica says go Tuck go. Tara, she just tried it. This is like interactive TV.
Awesome. I'm glad. Let us know how it goes. If you guys need help, feel free to comment or send me a message after. This is a really fun challenge. So I've got all these challenges on all my social media channels where people are sharing the challenge. They're putting the hashtag AA training challenge so that you can follow other people trying the challenges and we can kind of encourage each other together.
I love it. And then one question about where is Oakley? Where's he at?
I mean, I can get him for you if you want.
No, we're here. Your call.
I'll get it.
Okay, we're gonna get him. So please, audience, please continue to ask questions. Ask for more Oakleys. You're gonna love Oakley. He's an adorable dog. I've met him before. Here he is.
Here's Oakley. Now, the reason why I choose Tucker to demonstrate my training challenges, because any of you guys who have met Oakley know he's kind of a derp. So he does things a little slowly. He likes to take naps. So I'll be showing the training challenges with Tucker, but Oakley is here. He can do the training challenges too, but he does it a little bit not as enthusiastically as Tucker does.
I love it that he yawned as soon as you said that he takes naps. Perfect. Awesome. Well, let's move on. If there are any questions, please feel free. Put them in the comments. We'll make sure we get to as many as we can while we have Amber here. So what is our next training tip challenge?
Yeah, absolutely. Oakley, go to your bed. So I'm actually putting Oakley on a place right now. And the second training challenge is a stay training challenge. So there's 3 different levels of this training challenge. So the first one is we're going to put Tucker in a stay, and we're going to try to walk around him. Now, if your dog has never done stay before, stay at this level before you try the other levels because it can get kind of difficult for a lot of dogs. But I will say, if your dog knows stay perfectly and they're doing amazing with this challenge, then absolutely make it harder. There's no wrong way to challenge your dog in a stay. You can do somersaults and cartwheels and jumping jacks, whatever you think your dog might have fun trying. So I'm going to go ahead and I might have to move the camera if you guys can't see me. All right, you guys can see me. So I'm going to put Tucker in a sit and stay. If your dog has never practiced stay before, take your time with this step. So we're going to ask him to stay, and I'm going to slowly walk to the other side. If he holds that stay position, yes, reward. Now, the key to practicing these training challenges is to always reward the dog in position. We don't want to tell them to get up to get the reward. We always want to give them the reward in the same place that we ask them to stay. We'll tell him stay, walk to the other side. Excellent. So now we're going to try walking a full circle around. The kitty's going to add a distraction. Yes, and I'm actually going to reward him from behind because a lot of dogs, as soon as you get behind them or you get close to their tail, they tend to get up. So I want to make sure he knows that when I walked behind you, you did a very good job staying still. Excellent. Now I'm going to try to walk a full circle, stay, walk a full circle around. Perfect. So this is level 1, okay? Now level 2 is going to see if he can stay while I sit on the floor, which is what I'm already doing. But this is really important to practice. A lot of times if you get on the floor, your dog tends to jump up thinking that they're done. So I'm going to put him in a stay over here next to his cat brother. Sit, stay. So I'm going to walk away. Now, as soon as I bend down, yes, good boy, go back and reward. Remember, we're always going back to the dog to reward them. Very good stay, Finnegan. He likes to practice too. Yes, good job. Excellent. So I can actually try this with the cat as well. Stay. Uh-oh, so I put him right back. So this is actually a good example of what most dogs will look like, or cats that haven't practiced stay very much. Just make sure that you put them back in position. So we'll try again. Stay. Yes, very good. Stay. And sit completely on the floor. So if your dog holds the position, go back to reward. Now the final level is going to be lying down on the floor. This one might get your dog a little confused. So be careful. Make sure that you're taking your time with your dog. Stay. Gonna walk over. Uh-oh, he got up, put him back. So I'm not making a big deal about him breaking it. We're just starting all over again. Stay. He's doing it too. I'm gonna lie on the floor. Yes, good job. Now this is something that took a lot of practice for him because every time I lied down, he wanted to get up and come and kiss my face. So it's important to slowly work up to the point where you can do the final level of this challenge. So Finnegan is probably not ready for me to lie on the floor yet. So I might have to stay right here where I bend. Uh-oh. Yes, good job. And then go back and reward. So that's the stay training challenge. And if you guys have any questions on it, feel free to comment or send me a message like I said. We're all trying these training challenges and it's loads of fun.
That was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a cat so like on it and like little, it looked like he was putting his hand up because he had a, he's like, I have a question. Yeah, Marilyn agrees. She loves that the cat is wanting treats and is like
he loves training time.
very trainable as well. So misconception blew my mind on that one. What kind of training treats are you using for your cat and dog?
So I'm currently just using dog food right now. And I really like to mention that I do use food for training as much as I can because we do have to be careful of how many treats we're giving our pets. When you're training them, you tend to use lots of treats over and over again. So you either want to use really tiny pieces and cut back on their meal, or you can actually just use their meal. So this is kibble right now. Ideally for the cat, I would be using cat food. I didn't plan on training him, but he clearly wants to be a part of today's training challenge. So he's using dog food for training as well.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I've heard that as well from a couple other people of like just supplement and make sure that you don't have a good thing with training, but then a bad thing with.
And honestly, it depends on the dog. So Oakley over here, Oakley, ew, sorry. He's licking parts you don't want him to lick. Oakley over here. He is super picky. I cannot use kibble for training for Oakley. So I do have to make sure he hasn't had his breakfast and that I'm using something really high value for him. So for him, I'll use like freeze-dried Stella and Chewies so that he wants to work for the food. But Tucker will eat kibble just fine. So you have to know your dog. And if your dog is picky like that guy over there, then you might want to skip breakfast or cut back on food to keep them motivated to work for their food.
Awesome. Well, let's move on.
Yes.
Tip number 3.
Yes. Okay.
We should get some sound effects for these Facebook Lives.
Training tip number 3, and it's a training tip challenge. And so all of these challenges have benefits, right? So stay, we can see the benefit of training, stay with distractions. So this training challenge is actually the Leave It training challenge. And if you have not done training tip number 1, don't try this one because if your dog cannot give you eye contact with food on the floor, they won't be able to do this challenge very well. So a lot of people teach their dogs to leave it, and all we did with this challenge is took it to another level to see how much food they could leave. And then I let him get it after. However, if your dog knows leave it and they know leave it means don't ever touch it, then teach them leave all the food and then you're gonna have to pick up all the food after. So this is a really short training challenge, but it was just inspired by a lot of my followers and friends who were tagging me and their dogs balancing things on their noses. So the biggest challenge was see what your dog can leave alone. I don't have the really hard stuff right now, but when I first did this, I put a bully stick on their face. I threw chicken at them. You know, there's lots of different ways you can try this. So I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I'm just gonna take a handful of food. I'll place him in a down. Your dog does not have to be in a down. Lie down. Good job. But we do want to practice to see their impulse control if they can leave all of this food. So the first thing I did, let me point this down a little bit more. All right, if you guys need, if you can't see him very well, make sure you let me know so that I can change it. So I'm gonna ask him, leave it. And if he goes for it, I'm gonna make sure to cover it. Uh-oh, we almost got it. So that was too hard. So I'm gonna go back a step because he clearly did not leave that one alone. And this dog knows leave it. So he's just showing off how naughty he can be for you guys. So I'm gonna start off very simple then, leave it. Good boy. So if your dog struggles with you tossing it on the floor, go back. Always make it easier for your dog. I'll make it a little bit harder for him. Leave it. Very good. That's a lot of dog food. Very good. Now, what I did with Tucker, because it's very hard for him and the cat's going to steal it, is I started throwing it. So if I threw it at his face, he could catch it. Oh, but if it's on the floor, leave it. All right. Now, that's your personal preference. If you want your dog to not touch anything you throw at them, that's fine as well. It's just depending on what you want them to learn. So with my dogs, if I throw it to him and he catches it, he can have it. If it lands on the floor, that's a leave it. Oh, leave it. Oh, almost, he stole it. That means I need to go back a step again. So I'm going to toss it, leave it. Good. So anytime you're training your dog, if they have a hard time, they don't do very well, just go back, make it easier for them. Don't let the cat steal their food. But always make it easier for your dog. There's no shame in your dog messing up. That just is information for you to know that you maybe made it too hard for them and you want to set them up for success even better. So take this challenge, do whatever you want with it, practice with things your dog loves to go after, the hardest things you can think of. I had some people throwing chicken at their dogs or cheese at their dogs. And then it's your decision. If you want your dog to be able to take the food after you tell them leave it, that's your call. If you want them to learn leave it means never touch it, just make sure you're setting that up, the expectations up very clearly so that your dog doesn't get confused if they're supposed to take it or not. So I'm going to let him take it. Okay. And that means he can have all the food.
Very cool. Can you hang out with me next time I'm at a buffet? I think maybe, like leave it.
I'll start throwing all the food at you and say, don't touch that, don't touch that.
I know. Can somebody help me during this quarantine? I feel like you should be next to my next to the fridge.
I think we all need impulse control when it comes to all the food around us.
Very much so. Well, I love the fact that you knocked it back a step when he was having some trouble, which shows like, hey, and it might take a couple sessions to get him past that step.
Absolutely.
But I think it was really cool to show that he failed and he ate one.
I think a lot of people expect trainers' dogs to be perfect too, and that's absolutely not true. All of our dogs have to practice these skills, and if they mess up, don't freak out about it. Don't get discouraged. It's something really simple. Just go back and make it more simple for them that they can succeed with it.
I love it, and give them some success and then move on. It's a nice tip and trick for when we're learning stuff too.
Absolutely.
So give your dog credit.
On that is always end on a good note. Always end when your dog is doing the right thing. You don't want them to mess up and then you get frustrated and end your training session there. You want your dog to feel good about the training session and feel confident. So go back to the first step, make it super easy, let them succeed and end there so that they leave that training session feeling really confident about what they did.
Excellent. Amazing. Thank you from Marilyn. This is so amazing and doable. So Marilyn, when you post it, make sure you use the hashtag. What was that hashtag again?
AA Training Challenge.
Awesome. And make sure to tag DOGTV as well so we can see it.
Yeah.
And there's somebody from Malta.
Wow. I see someone said it's hard with a Malamute. Now, I'm training a cat. So if I can train a cat, you can train a Malamute. I believe in you. Every animal can learn these skills. It's just about repetition, patience, and then always making it simple and successful for your pet. Sorry, the cat is getting a toy. Let me fix that.
Understand it. Anna, if you need any additional help, please feel free to reach out to Amber. At the end of this live stream, we'll share with you all of her social media and her website as well. I know she can help you out as well. I have to say, wait. Then she looks at me. Okay.
That's good. You
I
don't
love
have
it. Thank you, Jessica, for using the hashtag.
Yeah, you can say your own. You can say abracadabra. You can do whatever you want. It's just a fun training challenge for your dog, and you can customize all of these challenges to have it more difficult, easier, or just to make it more creative too. So no shame at all. So I think we'll do our last training challenge.
Last one.
Yeah.
Number 4.
So this last training challenge is going to be a body awareness training challenge. Now, it's really great for your dog to learn how to move their body. A lot of times dogs will get like in between a table and a couch and then they're like, what do I do? I can't move. Or you have a dog like Oakley that just knocks the coffee table over because it's the easiest way out. So teaching your dog how to control where they put their feet and how to control their body can prevent injuries down the road as well. So there are so many reasons why you want your dog to be able to know how to move their body. And this is just a really fun way to practice with them and get them to build up some muscles as well.
Awesome. So, what was the name of the challenge again?
This is going to be the body awareness training challenge. So we need 2 objects for this challenge. So I'm going to grab some. Okay. All right. It really does not matter what you use. You just want to make sure your dog feels comfortable with it. So if your dog has never worked with random objects before, what I suggest is putting some food in the object first and making sure, I'll put it back here so you can see it, making sure that they feel very confident and comfortable stepping on it and moving around it. The last thing we want is our dog to feel not so sure or not confident about this exercise. So the first exercise is going to be taking an object, and I'm going to show him the treat and try to encourage him to put both of his feet inside of the object. So whether it be a bowl, a box, whatever you want it to be, we're teaching him to put 2 front feet inside of the object. And you can put the food inside of it, whatever makes your dog feel better. So 2 front feet in one object is our first challenge. Well, first level of the challenge. Good. Now we're going to try back feet. So I have this box over here, and I want to see if he can get his back feet inside of the box. So I use luring, which is getting him to follow the treat. Good. And as soon as his foot makes contact, yes, good job. That's what I'm giving him the treat for. Let's see. Yes, good boy. Excellent job. So ideally, we want to practice this step of the challenge over and over again until our dog is getting it right away and offering the behavior right away. Yes, you can see he's trying. Come over here. Go back. Yes, almost. Yes, good boy. So level 2, 2 back feet inside of the object. Does not matter what it is. If you don't have any objects you think they can put their feet inside, you could even try a towel. It really doesn't matter. All right. So level 3 is going to be taking both objects or a larger object and see if we can get 2 front feet in one, 2 back feet in the other. So if you're using a larger box, you want to get all 4 feet inside of one object. So I'm going to take the food. Let's see. There we go. We got 3. Almost. All right. Now I'm going to reward him even for getting 1 foot because I don't want him to get frustrated where he thinks he can't do it. So if your dog is struggling to get this, take your time. Remember, like we said in the last challenge, go back a few steps, make it easier for your dog. Let's see if we can get back feet and front feet. Let's see. Almost. And moving the treat around in different directions is going to help him figure it out. You can see this one's actually a little bit hard for him. Yes, good job. Almost there. Almost there. 1 more. Let's see if we can get it. Last one. Almost there. Okay, Tucker. It's all right. Let's try it again. Yes, good. So I think I'm just going to take 3 feet for now. I clearly have to practice this one myself a little bit more. But I want to encourage you guys. This is something that's really fun for your dog to figure out. Oh, we almost got 4. I think it keeps flipping over. And it's great for their body awareness. And it's something fun to do with your dog while you have this extra time at home. All right, buddy.
I haven't been able to watch sports for 3 weeks now. That was the most riveting thing I've seen on TV for weeks. So thank you so much for that. Is that how trainers get their dog to dance with them, or is that
absolutely? So teaching your dog to put their front feet on an object is actually great for teaching them lots of other skills, such as like spinning around in a circle with their front feet in one spot. So all of these skills that I'm teaching you guys are secret ways that us trainers get our dogs to do really cool and impressive things. So if you've ever seen a dog walking backwards around their person, this is usually the trick that you teach them first before going into that trick. So they learn how to move their butt without needing to use their front feet first.
Oh, I love it. So if any Dancing with the Stars dogs out there, maybe this will be your start.
This is how we'll get started, absolutely. And you can see he's learning to do a little circle with his butt so that he can do fancy tricks down the road too, right?
Wow, maybe we should have you back to do like dancing with your dogs. I love it.
Maybe
we'll grab something and do like a flash mob when we get.
I think that we should do a dance challenge. I dance with my dog, you dance with yours, and we.
I absolutely love it, and you can people can submit videos to our new Dog Star that's launching. A little fun announcement. It'll be launching later. Sometime this week, where you're able to upload videos of your dog, and then your dog will be featured on network TV across 70 million homes in the U.S. Dog Star, take a look out for it. Your dog will be a star around the world and the U.S. as well. So
you guys can show off some of these tricks you learned today.
What a perfect introduction. I'll have one of my team members put the link to our Dog Star website so you can upload it. Some really fun categories. And yeah, use some of these tricks to get your dog featured on network TV. So Amber, again, thank you so much. You're an incredible trainer. It's always fun to spend some time with you. Can you tell people where to follow you, how to learn about more of these tricks and hear about your journey?
Absolutely. All you need to do is type in my name, Amber Aquart, which is A-Q-U-A-R-T. It's spelled like a quart, but it's Aquart. Just type that in anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, you name it, and you'll find me. And you guys can join this training challenge. So the training challenge is hashtag AA Training Challenge. And it's, my dog just burped. That wasn't me.
Sure, Amber. No. Obviously, it was the dog. It was the dog as well.
It was the dog. But yeah, you guys can join our training challenge, join the community of people that are all doing it together. And if you have ideas for training challenges, I'm super open to it. I'll give you a shout out and say, hey, Joe came up with this awesome training challenge for us all to try this week. So I hope you guys join and have fun with your dog and spend this extra time at home to do some training with your dog too. Amazing,
Amber. Thank you so much. To submit your video, my team member just added it to the chat. It's dogtv.com/dogstar. Submit your videos, get your dog a star. We all know they are, but now it's a chance for everyone in the world, everyone in the U.S. to see them. Incredible. And then I want to make sure that you guys join in tomorrow. We have a very special guest. Dr. Paul will be here tomorrow on Dog TV Chats live on Facebook. Same time, same place. Nat Geo, Disney Plus star Dr. Paul will be here tomorrow. But Amber, you were an incredible guest. Thank you so much. What's that one last training tip? The one thing you tell most people about training their dog? What's make sure they don't burp around you? What's the tip?
Yeah, I think the best thing is have fun. Training is supposed to be fun for you and your dog. So the whole point of these training challenges is to have a blast with your dog. If it's not fun for you, it's not fun for your dog. So keep your training sessions really short and really simple. So that way you guys are both having a really fun time. And don't let failures keep you down. I mean, everybody's dogs have hard moments where they struggle. You guys saw him not do exactly what I wanted. And it's just important to let that go, make it super easy, focus on it being a fun time for both of you.
Awesome. Well, have fun out there, everybody. Use the hashtag AA Training Challenge, tag DOGTV, tag Amber Aquart. Check out our website, some incredible resources there, and we'll see you tomorrow here with Dr. Paul. Thank you, Amber, again. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye. Okay, go get some water. Okay, go.